For the last decade, cable news has fed off doing the same thing every day. One party is the victim, one party is the aggressor. And if you watch CNN or MSNBC or MS Now at all, even just once over the last 10 years, Donald Trump is always the aggressor no matter what.
Obviously, his behavior is erratic and unusual.
So it's all bad for Trump in terms of the public just soundly rejecting everything he's doing.
Donald Trump had one job. He had one crisis. He's saying, oh, all of these things were perfect. You had one crisis, bruh.
During this campaign, he has also promised to essentially be an authoritarian leader, to use power like no American president ever has before.
It's really pretty shocking when you look at it, isn't it, that we live like this and that we have lived like this for so long. Even when Joe Biden was president, Donald Trump was the problem, and the victims are always the same. It's immigrants, gays, the climate, elections, Somalis, Renee Good, Alex Pretty, whatever it is, the left create the victims, and once they've got their victim, everyone and everything else are the aggressors, no matter what. I remember when people in my own family would question why I took a job at Newsmax 6 years ago. Isn't that the Donald Trump network? They'd say to me. Well, no, it's not. But that's what they've been told to believe. Trump's bad, right? And Jeffrey Epstein and Russia collusion and classified documents and all that absolute crap. Believe it or not, I still have people in my family who feel that way. It makes it harder. But if they would only watch the show and see what we do on most nights, I feel like all we do is point this out to people at home, point out the total hypocrisy from the left, the lies, the double standards, the moving of the goalpost. It happens every day. Because if we don't do it, nobody else is going to do it, and this cycle will just continue. Here's one of my all-time favorite examples of everything I'm talking about.
I think you were mocking his stutter, and I think you have absolutely no standing to diagnose somebody's cognitive decline. I would think that somebody in the Trump family would be more sensitive to people who do not have medical licenses, diagnosing politicians from afar.
For 4 years, Jake Tapper covered up Joe Biden's health. And he did that by not covering what was so clearly obvious to anybody with eyes, including Laura Trump, by the way, who was right, until it became so blatantly obvious after that Trump-Biden debate that Joe Biden could not be covered up for anymore. So what did Jake do? Well, he wrote a book about the Joe Biden health cover-up that he took part in himself, which I actually admire in a way. He's made a lot of money off that book. He doesn't care. But what Jake doesn't realize, what none of these people realize, is that by working so hard to make sure that Donald Trump never got back to the White House, they essentially guaranteed that he would get back to the White House, which is exactly what happened.